Fun and interesting facts about airplanes. Hey, before I begin, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. The Airbus A380, the largest passenger airliner, can seat up to 850 people if it was configured in an all-economy configuration. The black boxes that everybody talks about are actually orange to make them easier to find in the midst of wreckage. Modern aircraft are actually designed to withstand a lightning strike, which happen about once per year per aircraft. The Boeing 747, known as the Jumbo Jet, has been in production for over 50 years. Hey, did you know that sometimes the pilot and co-pilot, or the captain and first officer, will often eat different meals to prevent food poisoning or upset stomachs? If they eat the same meal, they could both get sick. A large airplane's cruising speed can sometimes be between 500 and 600 miles per hour. The largest airplane in the world by wingspan is the Stratolaunch, with a wingspan of 385 feet. That's longer than a football field. Hey, did you know that jet lag is worst when you're flying eastward because you're actually flying against the rotation of the Earth? The average air temperature outside an airplane when at cruising altitude is about negative 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, did you know that airplanes are actually the safest mode of transportation? You only have about a 1 in 11 million chance of being involved in a fatal plane crash. For reference, you have more odds of winning the lottery or being eaten by a shark than you do dying in a plane crash. Generally, air traffic controllers communicate in English no matter where in the world the airport is located. Airplanes can land safely without engines due to their ability to glide. Hey, did you know that there are some airplanes that can stay in the air more than 20 hours on a single tank of fuel? Hey, did you know that the largest plane in the world can carry up to 640,000 pounds of cargo? Airplane wings are actually designed to flex, and in some cases up to 10 feet, to account for turbulence and weather. The fuel tanks on the very large airplanes, like the Boeing 777, can carry up to 50,000 gallons of fuel. Most airplanes can fly with only one engine, making it possible to land in the case of an emergency or an engine failure. While commercial airlines are certainly equipped with autopilot, the pilots themselves have full control of the airplane during most takeoff and landing procedures. The cabin of an airplane is typically pressurized to mimic air pressure at around 6,000 to 8,000 feet. Winglets, or those turned up tips on an airplane's wing, are designed to reduce drag and increase efficiency. In 1929, the first bathroom was installed on a commercial airline by Western Express. Hey, did you know that most airplanes are painted white because it reflects sunlight and keeps the airplane cooler? It also weighs the least out of any other color of paint. The world record for the longest non-stop commercial flight is held by Singapore Airlines at 9,537 miles going from Singapore to New York. Modern jetliners can nearly travel the circumference of the Earth on a single fuel load, depending on their range. Airplane tires are typically filled with nitrogen instead of just regular air. This prevents moisture buildup and reduces the risk of explosions. The Qantas airline, founded in 1920, is the world's third oldest airline still in operation. Contrails, the conspiracy white trails left behind planes, are due to the excessive heat and moisture that comes out of the engine and mixes with the cooler, drier air, forming ice crystals. That's right, it's just condensation. Hey, did you know that a single Boeing 747 has over 6 million parts? Hey, the world's busiest airport, the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, serves over 107 million passengers annually. Turbulence is caused by change in air currents and is typically not dangerous, even though it can be uncomfortable. Planes typically fly faster going from west to east due to the jet stream, which is a current of wind that blows from west to east. The world's first in-flight movie was shown on a plane in 1925 on a flight that was going from London to Paris. Hey, did you know that some airplanes have a secret crew rest area? It's typically located above the passenger cabin. The first pressurized cabin was the Boeing 307 Stratoliner, introduced in 1940. Hey, did you know that the reason why airplane windows are typically round is to prevent high pressure buildup? If they were square, the pressure would build up in the corners and potentially crack. Air traffic controllers in the United States typically handle around 45,000 flights per day, everything from private to commercial to general aviation aircraft. Bigger airplanes are equipped with ram air turbines, meaning if the engines fail, they can still generate emergency power. Bird strikes with aircraft happen about 14,000 times per year, but rarely cause serious accidents. Jet fuel is similar to kerosene, which has a higher flash point than gasoline, making it safer on jets at high altitudes. Landing gear on an airplane is actually designed to withstand the force much greater than the actual weight of the airplane. Plane doors are typically not able to be opened during mid-flight like you see in the movies. It would be almost impossible just due to the difference in pressure from inside the cabin versus the outside air. The cruising altitude for most private jets is between 41,000 and 45,000 feet, which is much higher than commercial airliners. Those oxygen masks that can fall down in front of your seat on a commercial airline typically only offer enough oxygen for about 12 to 20 minutes. However, that is enough time for the pilots to get down and land safely before the oxygen runs out. The black boxes that we talked about earlier are designed to handle up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit in some cases and withstand underwater pressure. Airplane meals at high altitudes do taste different due to the air pressure and humidity changes, which can affect our taste buds. The turbine blades inside an airplane jet engine spin at over 10,000 RPM. Hey, did you know that the first flight to be taken using biofuel was done in 2008? Airport runway numbers are based on the magnetic compass heading of the runway. So for example, if the runway's facing 270, it will be runway 27. Skywriting, where pilots draw stuff in the sky with smoke, was first experimented with in 1919 by a Royal Air Force pilot. Hey, did you know that I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that you would like, comment, and subscribe if you found it entertaining to help me out on future videos. Have the best day. Take care.